Welcome to another video edition by Dirk Teacher, bringing you practical ideas directly from the classroom and media for the classroom. Mustard before the meal. This is an intermediate language structures worksheet. Please read, speak, write and draw along. Contents: video, review, text and exercise, memorandum. Concepts covered: 1. Imperatives. 2. Nouns, adjectives, pronouns. 3. Prepositions. 4. Infinitive verbs. 5. Subject, verb and object. 6. Noun phrases. Get your writing materials ready and pause the video when you get to the activities. Write a date and heading so long.
How to make your own mustard sauce. Prepare the following ingredients: yellow mustard seeds, vinegar, water and salt. Method: 1. Measure about 1 tablespoon of yellow mustard seeds and place them in a bowl. 2. Measure 2 tablespoons of vinegar and pour it into the bowl with the mustard seeds. 3. Measure 2 tablespoons of water and add it to the bowl as well. 4. Allow the mustard seeds to soak in the vinegar and water mixture for approximately 10 minutes. This helps soften the seeds. 5. Use a blender with the help of an adult to blend the soaked mustard seeds, vinegar and water until it forms a sauce-like consistency. 6. Add a pinch of salt to the blended mixture for flavor. 7. Dip a finger or a piece of bread into the mustard sauce and taste it. 8. Add a bit more vinegar if you want it tangier. 9. Adjust the saltiness according to your taste preferences. 10. Pour the prepared mustard sauce into a clean jar or a small container. 11. Place a lid on the jar or container. 12. Store the mustard sauce in the refrigerator for a few weeks. 13. Enjoy using it as a dip or to add some tasty flavor to your meals.
Review 1. Number 1. An imperative sentence gives a command, e.g., add a pinch of salt. The subject is always you. We don't write it because it is understood. The sentence always starts with a verb. 2. Nouns are naming words for things, objects, a person, idea or quality, e.g., horse, cat, doctor, patience and Cape Town. 3. Adjectives describe or modify nouns, e.g., tasty mustard. Adjectives can make degrees of comparison also. It is a tasty mustard, the tastier of the two, or tastiest mustard of all. She makes tasty mustard. That's our example sentence. 1. Noun first, mustard. Write noun above it and underline the word mustard. 2. What tells me more about mustard? Tasty. Tasty, adjective for mustard. Review number 2. Number 4. Infinitive verbs are not finite verbs. Don't confuse the two. Infinitive is not finite. They often follow the word to, e.g., to work, to play. The teacher asks, do you want to work or play? We had to walk there because the bus broke down. Number 5. SVO stands for subject, verb and object. When looking for something in a sentence, find the verb, the doing word first. Arlo uses red vinegar. Question. Number 1. What is the action? The action is uses. Circle uses, write verb above it. 2. Who uses red vinegar? Answer. Arlo. Underline Arlo and write subject above it. 3. Arlo uses who or what? Red vinegar, object, underline red vinegar and write object above it. This wraps up our method. Start with the verb, find the verb first. Secondly, find the subject. Thirdly, find the object. Use the questions that you were given right here. Review number 3. 6. A noun phrase is a group of words, phrase, with a noun in it, and acting as subject, object, or prepositional phrase. Let's look at some examples. E.g., the poor hungry dog ate all the food. Underline the things in the sentence. The first noun is dog, and the second noun is food. Next step. My noun phrase will be the poor hungry dog. The second noun phrase will be all the food. So the words that go with the noun in the first place, dog, the poor hungry, they all together form the first noun phrase. The second noun phrase goes with food. All the food. Together with food, they form the noun phrase. In the first part, the poor hungry dog, that is the guy performing the action, that is my subject. In the second part, the dog ate who or what, it is my object, so all the food is my object. So I can have noun phrases as a subject or as an object. Review number 4. A verb phrase is a group of words, phrase, with a main verb, modal, and auxiliary verbs in it. Let's take our first example. The poor hungry dog is eating all the food. Eating is my main verb, and is eating is my verb phrase. Dog will be eating all the food. We can say the poor hungry dog will be eating all the food. So let's have a look at that. Main verb, eating. Will be eating is my verb phrase. Here are some backup notes to help you. Auxiliary verbs for tenses, e.g., is, am, are, was, were for past tense, will be for future, has, have, had for the perfect tense, will have, been, helping, or will have as perfect for perfect tenses, etc. So those are the auxiliary verbs for tenses. I also have additional words, modal verbs, must or mustn't, has to, have to, had to, shall, shall not, should, shouldn't, will, won't, the negative for will, would, wouldn't, can, cannot, could, couldn't, may, and might. Review 5. Note, e.g. comes from the Latin exempli gratia, or example free. So every time I'm writing e.g. after a sentence, I'm giving you a free example. Isn't that lovely? 8. Pronouns can replace nouns in a sentence. E.g., Janet gave her assignment to the teacher. Janet can be replaced with she, assignment with it, and teacher with him. So shortly I can read she gave it to him. 9. Prepositions are relation words. Let's take a sentence with examples. She fell into the water. Into is my preposition. The two words that are put in relation here or relationship are she, pronoun, and water, common noun. Let's look at another example. He ran across his street. Across is my preposition, pronoun he, street, common noun. The deer jumped over the lion. Preposition is over. Deer, common noun, lion, common noun. I sat beside him. My preposition is beside. I pronoun, him pronoun. So in these examples, to round off, we can say I can have a pronoun with a common noun, or I can have a common noun, or I can have pronoun and pronoun. Text and exercise is actually part of the passage, and then with the exercise. Pause the video at the end of this slide and answer the questions. Method 1. Measure about 1 tablespoon of yellow mustard seeds and place them in a bowl. 2. Measure 2 tablespoons of vinegar and pour it into the bowl with the mustard seeds. 3. Measure 2 tablespoons of water and add it to the bowl as well. 1. Now this is our first question. Find and copy the following. A. An adjective. B. Any 2 prepositions. C. A pronoun. D. 2 uncountable nouns. And E. 2 common nouns. Don't proceed to the next page unless you have finished this part in writing. Text and exercise 2. Number 2. Identify the sentence types below. A. Measure 2 tablespoons of water and add it to the bowl as well. What kind of sentence is that? B. Did you measure it properly? C. No, look what you have done. D. Bring me some water. Text and exercise 3. Pause the video at the end of the slide and answer the questions. And for that matter, it means you can stop it anywhere you like in order to make you catch up if you've fallen behind or if you want to review a certain part. 4. Allow the mustard seeds to soak in the vinegar and water mixture for approximately 10 minutes. Approximately means more or less. This helps soften the seeds. 5. Use a blender with the help of an adult to blend the soaked mustard seeds, vinegar and water until it forms a sauce-like appearance. 6. Add a pinch of salt to the blended mixture for flavor. Question number 3. Find and copy 2 infinitives above. 4. Explain the following. A blender. B. With the help of an adult, explain this expression. Text and exercise 4. Pause the video and answer the questions. 7. Dip a piece of bread into the mustard sauce and taste it. 8. Add a bit more vinegar if you want it tangier. 9. Adjust the saltiness according to your taste preferences. 10. Pour the prepared mustard sauce into a clean jar or a small container. 11. Place a lid on the jar or container. 12. Store the mustard sauce in the refrigerator for a few weeks. 5. Identify the following phrase, the prepared mustard sauce. 6. Which one is better, more vinegars or a bit more vinegar? 7. Identify the verb, subject, and object in the sentence. The tall blonde chef made the tastiest mustard sauce. Use the 3 steps. 8. What does the title Mustard Before the Meal refer to? Memorandum for self-mark and corrections number 1. Pause the video at the end of this slide or anywhere in between as you like and mark your answers. 1. Find and copy an adjective, yellow. B. Prepositions of, in, into, with, or to. Any of those. C. A pronoun, them and it. D. Two uncountable nouns are vinegar and water. E. Two common nouns are any of the following: tablespoon, mustard seeds, bowl. 2. A is an imperative. B is a question. C is an exclamation. And D is a command or imperative. For question, we can give interrogative sentence. And for exclamation, we can give exclamatory sentence. Two infinitives are to soak and to blend. Memorandum for self-mark and corrections. Again, pause the video at the end of this slide and mark your answers. 4. Explain what the following is. A blender blends or cuts or refines the bigger chunks in a mixture. Anything similar that you write or that you've written. B. Explain with the help of an adult is plain and simple adult assistance to prevent any injury or severe problem. 5. It is a noun phrase. 6. A bit more vinegar. Vinegars will not work for us. 7. Subject is the tall blonde chef. Now remember the three-step method. We start with the verb first. Our verb is made. In front of the verb, who or what made? The tall blonde chef is our subject. The tall blonde chef made who or what? The tastiest mustard sauce. That is our object. Thanks for watching, listening, reading, speaking, and writing along. Graphics, Adobe Express, audio to animation, some own and online. Text presentation, layout, and narration by Dirk Coetzee. Please like and subscribe below the video. This video is also available as a PowerPoint presentation. Click the link in the description below. Return to playlists for similar and other videos. Click this link in the description below. Bye for now and take care.